Mrs. Smith. How have you been?
Good afternoon, Mr. Allen. How is the busy reporter today?
Well, things are not so good. Business on the paper has been terrible. I even had to walk up from downtown. I stopped in at the bank, and my balance was so bad, I was afraid to get back on the bicycle again.
I want to see you after a while.
Stop in any time. I'll be in the office all afternoon.
Thank you.
Hello? What number is this? You should know you asked for it. It's the B office. Oh, you want to speak to the bridge editor? You're talking to him, sir. You have a problem? I'll take care of it for you. A accepts invitation of 3 strangers to play bridge, making a 4. The cards are dealt. A doesn't bid. B bids 4 in spades. C, A's partner, doesn't bid either. And D bids 6, no trumps. The stakes are $1 a point. What should A bid? A should bid them good night as quickly as possible.
I beg pardon, is this Mr. Allen?
Well, what can I do for you, sir? This being sort of a holiday, I represent the entire staff.
Yeah? Well, I represent the Relentless Collection Agency. I'm down here in Long Island making a few collections, and I find your name on my list. Now, I hear that you have a habit of buying things and forgetting to pay for them.
Oh, you're a bill collector. Well, this is no time to interrupt me, sir.
No? When should I interrupt you?
When I'm finished, when I'm through.
Well, you're through now as far as I'm concerned.
Now, listen, some 40 years ago, your parents should have taken birth control more seriously. I don't know who you are, but I do think that you have a colossal nerve butting in here.
I have a nerve. Say, how about yourself? If people like you would pay your bills, I wouldn't be running all over Long Island trying to collect installments.
Now, that's a personal matter, my friend, and I, for one, am not interested in my personal affairs.
Well, I'm interested in them. I represent the Standard Jewelry Company. Now, about 3 months ago, you bought an Ingersoll watch on the installment plan. Now, you're 3 weeks behind in your payment, and I'll either have to have the money or the watch.
You have to have the watch right here and now. No other time will do you, I suppose.
You heard me. Your ears don't lap over.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it, old snake in the grass, here, and don't be looking at my milk. You're apt to sour it. I intend to use that a little later in the day. Here is your watch. I am not going to have my business ruined by you.
You don't need me to ruin it.
And what's more, I've had the watch, mark you, and the watch doesn't go anyway.
Well, it's going now.
People coming in here disturbing the people. Well, what can I do for you, sir?
I wanted to see you about an ad.
Oh, situations wanted? You're looking for a job?
Sorry to say I am. What are your advertising rates?
Well, I'll tell you. Special weekend cable rates, $1 an inch.
Well, I'm 5 feet 8 inches.
Now, let me see. $1 an inch, and you're 5 feet 8. It won't take me a minute to figure it out if you don't mind the noise of my cerebellum clank. I should keep that door closed, you see. The rain is bringing things up out of the ground here. Look, I can't very well say that you are all wet, but I can say, and this for publication, sir, that since you have come in here, my neuritis is beginning to bother me. Do you realize that this is the second time that I have been annoyed?
Is that so?
Yes, that's so. And this gentleman came here to talk business and not to look at any imposter who has come here with deliberate intent to increase my blood pressure, apparently.
I have another commission. I represent the Up One Flight Clothing Company.
And what are you doing on the ground floor there? One for me, one for me.
About 2 months ago, you bought an odd coat and vest. I think you paid about $3.
I paid $3 on account.
On account of not having any more.
No, you'll have to go out, Bart. I can't hold in.
And remember another thing. He who laughs last.
Gets the funny papers on Tuesday. I've heard that.
Oh, no. He takes off the coat and vest unless I get my money back.
And you can't wait until I've closed up?
Put up or take off.
I have heard of men of your ilk, but never until this very moment, my foul friend, have I had the ill luck to meet one face to whatever you are using for a face on the premises here this afternoon. I only wish that I were a pallbearer and you the object of my call. And all I... Look at those food stains on your coat. I really should say grace before I look at you there. Here's your coat and vest, and all I hope is that you live to be 80 years old so that you will have pyorrhea twice before you die. More trouble around here. I have no more privacy than a goldfinch. That fellow would have disturbed Jonah in the whale's stomach had he lived in those days. Now, where were we before this uncouth interruption occurred, sir?
We were talking about my ad.
Oh, so we were. I recall.
Yes, here's the copy. See what you can do with it.
I'll do the very best I can, sir, which is the worst thing possible that can happen for your interest. I'll take care of it instanter, if you'll pardon the vernacular. It says situation wanted by a young man with... It's all right. I know your face. I'm thinking of a place to put it. It shouldn't take long. What causes your hyena gland to function without encouragement?
I have another commission. I represent the Army and Navy store.
It's all right. I know your mission.
About a month ago, you bought a pair of sailor pants.
I have water on the knee. I can't help it. It's
I don't care if you have a floating kidney. You're behind in your payments.
Yes.
And now, Mr. Allen, you either have to have the money or the pants.
I knew it. I smelled a rat the minute you opened the door. Fortunately for you, sir, you have come here at a time when I have nothing but money. Here's the nothing. Now, where is the money? Nothing. Why, that's peculiar. I had a check here for $40. I must have lost it.
Whose check was
It
it?
was mine, of course.
It will come back.
Can't I send the pants to you?
No, you can't.
Well, haven't you any place else to go? Is there Airedale blood in your family? You can get the pants on the way back.
I'm on the way back now.
Say, our cajolery may work. How would you like to take my typewriter in part payment? It's a very valuable machine. 200 wouldn't buy that typewriter.
I'm one of the 200.
Oh, I knew you weren't one of the 400. Surely you have a mother.
Do you mean to insinuate?
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. What would you think if I were to go down to your dear old mother's house and ask that poor, tottering old lady to do as you, in a moment of abandon, have asked me to do?
Take them off.
I'll take them off. I put them on and I can take them off. I've had them off before. I know you started my rubber heels going. Look at that. Don't you get my temper up. I warn you for your own good. I crunch dwarfs when I get this way. Let me caution you, sir. You see what's happened here? My nerves tingling, and my lawyer will hear about this.
Yeah.
And my lawyer can make a suit out of this pair of pants. And don't you forget it.
Come on, Sheriff, take them off.
You're so low you can't even call anyone down. I had your number, and I'll be out as soon as I can possibly get ready here. You see, look at that, of all of the things. There are your pants. And until your dying day, old Punchinello, I hope you find sand in your spinach. Who ever heard of an editor walking around his office in this condition here?
Why, Mr. Allen.
Miss Smith, I beg your pardon. It looked like an indoor shower a minute ago, and I was just getting ready for it here. You said earlier today that you wanted to see me about something?
Yes. I've heard that my husband has been running around with other women, and I've come to you because I thought you'd know what was going on around here.
You thought that I would know what's going on around here. I don't even know what's coming off around here.